Okay. Um, Maybe I should have not recorded before I get ready to say what I'm getting ready to say.
Exactly.
I really do, because I mean this.
No,
I
you have to
really,
get this on record.
yeah, that's a good point. I prefer to do something different in Virginia if we can. I would like to have a chairperson more like down in central Virginia, New Kent, Williamsburg, Lightfoot, Toanna, Newport News,
Mhm.
in other words, Tidewater. I think we could draw more people, more of our family members into to what we are trying to do, rather than kind of, it was viewed like it was the Richmond chapter and that was it. I think by changing it to Virginia, it becomes more inclusive. I think I mentioned this
Mhm.
last month. So that's why I did that. So I think if we could find somebody down in New Kent, which I've tried over the years, I've tried to get more participation from New Kent. Um, there are some participants from New York, New Kent, but they are, and I don't mean this in a negative sense, but they're older family members who don't have access to the internet.
Yeah.
And for us to be viable, you got to have access to the internet. And that's why I say, calling it the Virginia chapter, you don't have to be face to face to have a meeting anymore, as you know.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for a dedicated person, Corliss, in Virginia that can take over uh, the leadership for the Virginia chapter. Now, we are talking about reorganization, but in my mind, if we do go to reorganization, whoever takes over the Virginia chapter will still be very, very, very much uh, viable, and will be able to help us a heck of a lot, Corliss. So kind of keep that.
Don't say my name. No.
I know you got cousins down there.
That's a
You
big
got a
old
lot.
hit.
You got a lot of cousins down there. I
Yes,
mean,
I do.
talented ones. And I
Yes.
don't hear nothing from most of them. And I know if we could get them involved, like you are involved, and your mom and your uncle Bubba, that would help the entire Virginia chapter.
Yeah.
So
I can put the word out. That's what I can do.
okay,
I would be willing to support, I know I read that you said something about people being willing to participate but not necessarily wanting a leadership role.
right.
And so that's where I am in life. I will
Okay,
say that
okay,
on my mom's side, and because this is my mom's dad's side, my mom had been the person to do the family reunions for most of my life. It only changed, and I would say like the last maybe 7 years, and I refused to step up because I'm allergic to all of that. And I say that because it is a lot. It can be a lot.
Yeah.
And my personality and my mom's are different. And so yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me. I do participate, and help support different things, even on my dad's side. But as far as steering the helm, that's not for me.
Okay. That's
Not
fine.
for me at all.
And I appreciate your honesty. We have had people who've raised their hands and say, "I'll take over the leadership," and then a month later, no, 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 no.
Find out how much work it is, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
Lot.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. I was sending out mailers before and stamping stuff since a kid. And yes, I'm glad it's technology now. But yes, I have done my run in that. So, but I will put the word out. I will put the word out and see if anybody bites.
And the words I'm saying about Virginia, the same thing applies to New York. Angela?
The same thing applies to New Jersey.
And Patrice. So again, we're looking at reorganization. I'm not convinced how it's going to work. I'm just not convinced. So, but we'll cross that bridge when if we get to it, and see what happens. But Patrice, what's going on in your world?
Get your socks put together, man.
Sorry, nothing. I'm just here,
Where are they
getting
at?
ready for the weekend and dealing with these kids. That's why I have the phone on mute because they up there just not listening. So I'm just in here doing regular stuff, but nothing much going on, working, and that's it.
How's my boy Sean doing?
He's all right. Talking about he told me he got a cold. I said, please. Think about him,
That's her
please.
husband. That's why. That's what I'm talking about.
I ain't think about him. He'll be fine.
You need a little nursing. You need it.
No sympathy at all.
Please.
Lord
None
have
whatsoever.
mercy.
It don't sound like he gonna get none.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get no sympathy.
But everybody else is good, though. Everybody else is good. I'm gonna see my mom tomorrow.
Okay.
Because tomorrow that's probably why she's not on. She's getting ready for. Okay, today's my nephew's birthday. He turned 27. However, tomorrow is the anniversary of when my little brother was murdered. So she's,
Yeah, that's tough time.
yeah. So that's
yeah.
what she's probably doing.
I'll make a note to
Yeah.
remind Brenda to make sure Brenda calls her tomorrow.
Yeah.
Shirley on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make sure she calls her.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you all have heard me say this before. I'm not sure why I'm not questioning it or when I'm not questioning it, but my wife and her mom and Angela's sister, they've just become fast buddies. I don't know. Fast buddies. But I don't. Lord have mercy. And that's a good thing. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean it negatively. So, Doreeth, you're mighty quiet tonight. Every time since I said you look like your mom.
I'm doing good. I'm actually recuperating from a little minor surgery. So I'm just recuperating and unfortunately got to go back to work next week. And that's it. That's it.
Wish you continue recovery.
Thank you. Almost 100%, but still got a little ways to go. But yeah. And as far as the New York chapter, I put out what was it supposed to be? I think a painting slip we were supposed to do. Another one. Everybody said, "Oh yeah, we'll do it." I said, "Okay, guys, let's set a date." Birds chirping. Haven't heard anything. So I don't know how you get people involved. Because even, Detroit and I talk behind the scenes, and I don't know what we can do because there's a lot of people that live in New York.
Yes.
And a lot of people.
But when you find out the secret, will you please let me know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people all over the place.
Because I want to know
that we don't know, and it's not like it's especially like within the 5 boroughs in Long Island. You can get to it. It's not like you got to drive 5,000 miles or 27 hours. You could get to a common place even if we have to do it on Zoom, but you just can't get people involved.
You could get people involved if you invite them out to eat. When y'all invited everybody out to eat uptown, we had a nice crowd. Food brings everybody together.
Got that right.
Yeah, that's true.
You invite me for some food, I'll be there.
That's not necessarily the most productive way to do it, though.
Yeah.
And people will come out and eat, but they ain't gonna do nothing afterwards.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was gonna say. They're gonna eat and say, thanks for the meal. See ya.
Thanks for the meal.
Yeah.
We have to start somewhere. We have to start somewhere.
But that's when they'll agree to do stuff, and then as soon as they out of sight, they don't want to help.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Right.
Yep. I knew that one.
Well,
Yes.
well, I got to stop picking on Corliss. I see that, but I appreciate her. Her being straightforward.
And I agree with Corliss. I'm not one to be the leader, but I'm always willing to help.
Well, every Indian chief needs some sub-Indian chiefs.
Yep,
I'll be a
some
sub Indian
brains.
chief, but I don't want to be a front Indian chief.
Need some Indians. The
Yeah.
chief needs some Indians.
Need some Indians.
You
So
gotta be the chief of something.
that is true. That is true. Melanie, what are you making?
No, this child in this crazy room, she pushed the whole bottom out of the drawer. So I'm trying to put it back in. She smushed 20,000 pieces in one drawer and then it pushed the bottom of the drawer out. So I'm in here cleaning and organizing her room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I assume you're coming to Richmond on Thursday?
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday.
Okay. We should be in Richmond before then.
Okay.
Let's see. I was doing some research the other day, and some of you might have heard about this before. I was doing some research on a family member by the name of Carney Meekins. He lives in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But I could never, and we've been communicating for years, but I could never find him where he fits into our family. So I spent 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of last week, researching, trying to figure out how this man fit in. And he gave me a lot of information. Well, I found a lot of information. And for example, I found out that his grandfather, I believe it was, or great-grandfather right off here. Anyway, his name was Theodore Meekins from the Outer Banks. And he rescued a bunch of people at a place called P Island Station number 17. This was back in 1896. He swam out and saved a bunch of people. Yeah, and you know what color they were. He did this, and he was recognized. Of course, he was dead. He was recognized. It was two surfmen, Meekins and a guy named Wise. I can't remember what his first name is. This is in Wikipedia. I'm sure it is. He was recognized and awarded a gold life-saving medal on March the 5th, 1996. This was in the Outer Banks area down there. I don't have exactly know where it is right offhand. But anyway,
Jim, go ahead. Finish your thing.
My Aunt Laura and her brother Earl attended that function in 1996.
Oh, really?
Down in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. And I remember that, but we could never connect all of them, that bunch of Meekins to us. And I've been to the Outer Banks numerous times, had no idea. But anyway, this was, and I found out who he was. The guy, the man who the gentleman, the family member that I have been trying to, and I found out he fits into this family. And I updated our records to show he and his partner added his partner's name and their marriage dates to our records. He seems to be a nice guy. The only thing about, and don't take this the wrong way, the software asks for husband and wife, but how do you know which one is the husband, which is the wife? And they need to change the software so you can just put partner.
Right.
I hope they do that in the future, because this is 2022. You need to change your software to better reflect what's going on in the world today. But he seems to be a real nice guy. I don't think he sent us any money to come to think of it.
Jimmy,
Yes, ma'am.
cousin Laura gave me that article.
There you go.
And I have, yeah, years ago, she gave that to me. Yep.
Yeah. And
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
I didn't know that was a family member.
Yes.
But I saw a documentary about that back in the 1800s where they saved those people.
That's right.
It was a documentary on one of the, I don't know whether it was on the public television or the Smithsonian channel but it was on one of those historic channels.
Yeah. Relatives.
And now you tied it together for me. Now that could have been me, couldn't it?
This information. This information, I'm going to send it to you all so you'll have it, just so you can read it. It's a nice article, and I think it came from Wikipedia. But some of his relatives, I have been maybe 2 or 3 years ago, was communicating with him. He lives up north of New York, Connecticut, somewhere up that way. And he's in the same family. The thing about genealogy, when you're researching, and you've heard me say this before, and you get disappointed when you can't connect these family members to us, and you get real disgusted. And again, the worst part is when I go all the way back to early 1800s or the 1700s, and you hit a brick wall. You can't go no further. It's just like Sally Hemings' son, who's a Woodson. I can't go any further. I know he's family, but this person's family. But I know it's not Thomas Jefferson's baby, but I know that. Well, I don't know that. I shouldn't say that. I don't know that. But it's just very frustrating. And again, I spent 3 days last weekend researching. It's like this: you start working on it, you don't want to stop. You get it. Okay. It's 9:21. Anything else? Anybody have?
I have a question. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I saw that our cousin, what's her name? Is it Rhonda?
Yes.
She posted something about, I guess, some events that's happening out in New Kent.
Yes.
Is that like open to anyone, or is just like you have to? Oh, okay.
Yes. A statue of was it Sally Hemings or somebody was unveiled last weekend, I believe it was, at the New Kent Estates. I might be wrong about the name of the lady, but she's sitting on a bench. And I said to myself this summer, I'm like, Herb, do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to relate to it now.
Yeah, it just happened. It happened this month, like last Saturday. And it's on our Facebook page. Meekins, it's on our Facebook page because Rhonda put it on there.
Yeah, she shares some really good information lately.
She's like her mother, Emma Woodson Hill, very family oriented. She not only talks the talk, she walks the walk, both physically and more important, or just important, financially. Because the old saying, romance with no finance, you don't get nowhere. You know that. Yesterday, I realized yesterday morning, I came down the basement here at 4:30, and I realized, because my wife had left me this little thing over here, and I realized it was a gift that yesterday was our anniversary. I didn't know. And she got the date of the time we got married and all that stuff on it. So I had to go to BJ and buy her a card.
Nice.
I got her card.
Nice.
I got her
I'm gonna
card.
need you to do better than a card. What you?
How many years,
And
Jim?
a card for BJ.
How many years,
Just
Jim?
get a discount of this BJ's.
How many years, Jim?
44.
Don't ask him. Don't ask
44
him.
years, and
Right.
you got a card.
40. Oh, okay.
A lot of years.
44
44
years.
years, and you got a card.
And I thought about it last night. When we got married 44 years ago, we didn't sleep in the same bed that night. And not in the same bed last night. I'm saying, God damn, ain't nothing changed.
The finance must not be right.
Hey, Jim, maybe 44 years ago, you would have done something, but you probably wouldn't have done nothing last night, no way.
What time she finally got to bed this morning? Hell, I was dead asleep. Not tonight,
Maybe if that card would have came from CVS at least, you might have.
But what I was but what I was saying, I put a little note in the card because I did this. I was sitting at cousin Jim's house and I wrote the card out and I put a little note in there that said, "Your gift is financial consideration on car repairs." That's pretty good. We went to pick up the car today. It was $1,600. That's a hell of a lot of damn financial consideration. I didn't say how much. But financial consideration, that could be $10.
You need car sale.
It was mostly a paint job. The car is 20 years old. I was telling Linda the car is 20. I've had it 20. I bought it 20 years ago.
Wow.
It's a Toyota Camry, 138,000 miles on it. 20 years.
That ain't many miles.
That's not many miles at all.
That's why she had it painted. It's my car, but she'd had it the last 15 years. So the kid said, "That's grandma's car." I said, "Okay."
Right.
I don't say nothing. And a little quick
38,000.
Yeah, a quick little story. About 10, 12 years ago, she at the time she had another car, and our late son total lost that car. Anyway, she was getting ready to get another car. No, she was gonna buy my car. My car, this is longer than that. My car was pretty new at the time. I said, "I'll sell it to you for," I'm talking the black car that I'm talking about, had painted today. I said $20,000. She said, "Okay." I went online and ordered me a new one. I was ready to push the button, but I want to make sure I got my 20,000. I ain't get a damn cent and still ain't got the car. Something's wrong with that picture. Corliss, that's not right, is it?
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Right.
No, it's not right. She not only kept the $20,000, but she kept the car too.
She got the car.
She got a good deal.
She got a great deal, right?
Jim.
Sounds great to me.
And she got you.
That's not right. That is not right. That is not right. Hey, Linda, James you wouldn't have done that to James, would you?
For better or worse. I got the better.
Oh Lord. Well, anyway, folks, if no one else has anything else, we'll sign off for the night.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Linda.
Yes.
You said you have a program coming up. Tell them about it.
Oh, April 30th. I sing with a chorus, a community choir here in Morristown. And we're having a concert April 30th at the Burlington County Library. That day, they will also be honoring a lady, Louise Calloway, who maintains the Underground Railroad Museum in Burlington County. So we're part of the program.
That's wonderful.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to try my very best to
where is
be
this
there.
at?
Morristown, down South Jersey.
Oh, okay, it is in Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to find this before we go. Find what Rhonda posted on.
I'll be up in Lancaster.
Was it the Harriet Tubman? I just tried to pull it up.
I think it was. I got it. It's yeah, Harriet Tubman. Yeah, it was done last Saturday. It has a picture of her sitting in a unveiling. That's what it was. Her sitting on a sitting on a bench. You can't see it there, but it's on our Facebook page. And one of our family, Corliss, one of your cousins, I saw it on her Facebook today. She was there sitting beside this lady, the statue, one day this week. At the New Kent, called New Kent Estates, wherever that is. But the unveiling was last Saturday. Yeah,
I'm gonna try to find out. That might be a good candidate for the Virginia chapter.
Hey,
you mean your cousin, whoever was on that bench?
I don't know who it was, so I'm just saying. It might be.
He was one of your cousins. I know that. I forget which one it was, but I saw it and I said, oh, she's sitting there beside Harriet Tubman. Yeah, that was it's called the Cumberland Estate, New Kent County, Virginia. And this was Saturday, April the 2nd. Oh, I see. Patrice, you said thank you for sharing. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for bringing it to my attention. Yes, she Rhonda, even though she's in Philadelphia, she keeps track of what's going on anywhere regarding our family history or Black family history, period, not just our family. But she was there for the unveiling, which was good. So I think I wasn't in New Kent I left New Kent that morning, 5 a.m. that morning. I should have stuck around. If I'd known she was coming to town, I would have stuck around, spent some time with her. So, did anyone have anything else?
I got one thing to say.
Yes, sir.
You know, when we had the Zoom meeting after Brian passed, my cousin Melanie said how lonesome she was because her and Brian talked every day or text every day. And I said to myself, I don't know Melanie well at all. I see her at the reunion and I see her at the next reunion, you know? And I said, I'm gonna text Melanie. And every day we text.
Yeah.
I text her, she texts me back, and we give an account for the day. And and I know Melanie now.
Nice.
Very
That's
good.
wonderful.
But everybody, listen, everybody can pick somebody in the family and pull them out and text them, you know?
Right, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So true.
I've been doing detail and I text very frequently.
Yeah. Okay. Angela, I can see in your eyes you're real tired. I know this is hard for you. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm fine. No, my party just getting started right now.
You look kind of sleepy.
I'm fine. Well, that's probably
you don't
because I
have
got
to
me
do that
one
overtime.
cocktail.
Oh, okay.
She said she don't have that overtime no more. She good.
Hold on 1 second.
Hey, Angela.
He got to get his little taste.
Hi. Who said that? You, Linda?
Yeah, girl.
Hi, Linda.
I tasted. I didn't get my water.
I drank mine. I drank 2 of them.
There you go. That's me. I get my water.
I drank water all day long.
Okay.
Especially if I want in this room, I would drink something.
I want to show Angela this.
Oh,
Angela, you don't remember this. You don't remember.
I sure don't.
When I was in New York
I
for
sure
your sister's birthday, what, 4 years ago or 5 years ago, you gave me this. It was full.
What? That's a little bottle.
That's all right. It was enough for me.
I have to give you a bigger bottle.
But I'm not trying to tell you. I'm just saying, this bottle sits right there in the basement with me.
Wow.
You can see it's real empty. But every time I look at this bottle, I think about you.
I gotta bring another one.
That's
Okay.
peach?
Yes, that's peach.
Okay.
Yeah, I have about 4 or 5 different flavors, and also Crown
You got a
Royal.
lot of empty bottles?
No, the bottles I get. This is the only one I keep.
Okay.
This is the only one.
I'm gonna have to replace that one with a full bottle.
That's because this is a special gift.
Thank you.
Uncle Jimmy, I'm gonna send you an order for us for next week.
Okay.
You get it cheaper up there than I do here.
Yeah, I went to the liquor store yesterday, but I can go back.
Okay. I send it to you tomorrow. I won't delay. I won't delay.
Oh, you don't have so many days that you gotta go and you can't go.
Well, I think we coming to Richmond Tuesday night, so I got until Tuesday night
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll go out.
I'm gonna send you my order too.
Oh, sure. What Melanie is talking about, her grandmother, my mother's grandchildren are going to get together in Richmond next week, probably for the first time since Mama died, I'm thinking.
Yeah. Well, if everybody comes right now, it's looking kind of shady.
This is being spearheaded by Melanie, and I'm glad to see her doing that. Because if you don't encourage them, you just start going. That's what I've noticed about Corliss family. I've been to 2 or 3 of their summer functions at a park, and they seem to be together, at least for 4 or 5 hours. A whole bunch of them, Meekins, right there together. And I've always admired that. I saw the same thing in New Jersey with the 3rd generation functions 10, 12, 15 years ago. And I haven't seen it since.
No.
So I'm kind of glad. I'm real glad to see what Melanie and her fellow cousins are doing. I mean, you got to remember now, my mother has lost 2 grandchildren, Brian and my son Jamal. That nobody would have ever thought that. One aged 35, one Brian was 52. So you just don't think about that. So you need to get together now, because Melanie's daughter might not know her cousin Tamika's children, and she definitely don't know Deanna's children, her cousin Deanna's children. So you better do it now.
Yeah.
And y'all need to have some more babies. I'm telling you, y'all grandchildren, y'all need to have some more babies, because we're running out of people in the family.
Who?
Somebody can who? We're not talking about Linda or Angela.
Oh, thank God.
Patrice is still eligible. Melanie is
Melanie,
eligible.
did you see how I looked at him? No.
I'm not
One and
eligible.
done.
And Corliss is eligible. So she looks very young.
Anniversary coming up. I'm not eligible this year.
Corliss looks very young.
She said this year.
I think on this call, I think it's probably between Corliss and Patrice as to the youngest.
Yeah.
So you all are still eligible for sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm good. My baby is 11. I'm good.
Corliss younger than you.
Yeah, sure.
Corliss is on you tonight.
Oh, no, it's not.
I've been nice.
The committee together, it's all on you tonight, Corliss.
No. I've been very nice tonight. I hope I don't scare Corliss away.
Your name came up
you
definitely
don't.
in the lottery.
We missed her last month. I was afraid she won't coming back, but I'm glad to see you. I hope your mom's doing fine.
She is.
And I need to call you Uncle Bubba. I haven't talked to him in about 6 weeks. So I know he said he's building a new house, is the last I heard. So I know he's got his hands full.
Right.
So does anybody have anything else?
Yeah, you know what I wanted to ask you, Jimmy? Are there any hotels over in Maryland where we're gonna be at close to the family reunion picnic?
Yes. you weren't on the call a couple months ago, but at that time we were looking at a park in Bowie, Maryland, and one in Bethesda. We were looking at parks where we would be isolated because of the pandemic situation.
Right.
And my preference at that time was to go to Bowie for two reasons. The park in Bowie was more isolated. It was a better park, and you had better hotels in Bethesda and Potomac. You know, Potomac is where the rich people live, and they got a congressional golf course up the corner, up the street there, et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, we were able to get the park in Bethesda, and we are going to look at a hotel. We're going to recommend a hotel.
Okay.
One that will hopefully give us a discount. I think I'm right in saying this. Before they give you a discount, they want to do other business with you so they can reduce the rate of your room. In other words, your room rates.
Right.
Right now, as we speak, we are not doing any other business like food or something like that.
Right.
So I'm really in a huge battle with my local chapter here. The ratio is 5-1, and I'm the one. So I'm fighting a big battle. Here's what I want to do, what I like to do, and I got to figure out how I'm gonna do it. For folks who are coming in, especially coming in the night before on that Friday, I would like for us to have an outdoor little sitting area, and like Preston Senior. I remember you were eating crabs and stuff. Well, we were eating crabs down in Richmond 11 years ago, out in the little patio area. I wish we could find some place like that, but my committee don't want to do that because they're afraid of the pandemic. But it's going to be outdoors.
We're going to have to live with it now. Wear your mask and stay your distance.
I know.
It's here to stay.
And we're going to have all of that stuff available. So that's the battle I'm fighting internally here. And I've held off on having a meeting with my chapter here. I needed time to cool off. You know, sometimes you just need to walk away and clear your head and say, how am I going to fight this battle? And you're fighting your wife, and you're not necessarily my wife, my daughter and other cousins on the committee. And I've been catching hell. Starting back in December. So I got to find a solution.
Well, I would like to get a room there for probably that Saturday night. So this way, after having a good time, I'm not getting on the road to go home.
Right. And like Ron is coming in from California, from Phoenix, he and Tony, and they're going to probably spend a week in this area. So they've already inquired about a place. And also our cousin Gloria Jean Woodson's youngest brother's already inquired about a hotel. So we got to get on this right away so that you can make reservations.
Yeah, because I want to come in on Friday.
Yes. See, that's what I want. I want people to come in on Friday.
I would like to come in on Friday and stay the entire weekend.
Right. And then but I
That's
don't want y'all.
I'm coming Friday, I'm leaving Sunday.
See, to me, hospitality means it's like coming to my house. I don't want you all to come to Bethesda and we don't see you come in on Friday and we don't see you till Saturday. I'd like to be there to greet you. If you can follow what I'm trying, and I got to work with the committee. I got to.
Okay, y'all figure it out, because y'all can pick me up from the bus station. Y'all can see me.
So that's where we are. We got a meeting on the 23rd, and after that, even before that, well, Brenda's under the weather right now, so she hasn't been able to do much in 2 weeks. So we're going to work on that and recommend a hotel with a reduced rate. And I just got to figure out something. I'm fighting a battle, and it has nothing to do with money. It has nothing to do with money. They're afraid. I mean,
I'm not afraid.
My daughter is afraid, but she's going on a damn cruise next month.
That's the worst thing.
You see
They
why
say don't. They say whatever you do, don't stay away from the cruises.
You saw what happened when the pandemic came in. They had people isolated on those cruises for weeks on end.
Yep.
Well, we'll figure it out. We still have time.
I just want to let you know I'm trying to find a way. I have even considered paying for it out of my pocket, but I don't know. I don't know how much.
Your pocket.
Having a place at the hotel to greet our family members on Friday night, and perhaps
you could always ask us for donations. I'm quick to donate. Whatever the cause is, I will donate.
And that's one thing I might have to do if it comes down to that. And again, we have the money. Don't get me wrong. It's not the money. It's my committee members are afraid.
Well, then the ones who are afraid can see us at the picnic, and those who are not afraid that are traveling out of town that want to be comfortable, consider us.
And that's what I've been doing.
Well, Jimmy, maybe you said like the hotel always wants you to do something, for them to lower the rate. Maybe that's where you could get them on that Friday night. Get something from the hotel.
Right, and that's what I want to do. But to do that, I got to get approval. I would like to get approval from my local chapter.
Oh, okay.
I've got to live with these people going forward, and I got to figure out. A way.
Change your phone number.
I got to figure out a way to get this done. I don't right now. I'm just.
Do they live out there in Maryland?
Yes.
Okay, just let them know. The folks that are in New York, we want to come there. We want to be comfortable. We're going to be driving, taking buses. They don't have to come in a hotel if they feel like it's too close for comfort, but some of us would like to come. We can keep our mask on, make sure there's a balcony,
The one upstairs, I don't think I'll have a problem with her. Especially so I'm going to help pay for the car repairs. But it's the other two. Now, my daughter.
So you vaccinated, boosted, wear your mask, and keep your distance.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, my daughter, I'll stop cutting her grass if she don't come around. And as Juanita, I don't know. That's gonna be a hard nut to crack. When you say,
just let her know that other family members, they just can't consider themselves. They live there. How about we just change it to New York? Y'all come up here then. And then y'all have to be concerned about where y'all gonna stay.
I know. But anyway, to answer your question, yes, we're gonna recommend a hotel. We're gonna recommend a primary hotel and others in the area. And there's plenty of them in Bethesda.
Something nice, comfortable, and safe that's close where we can commute to the park and back.
Yeah, Bethesda's safe. Believe me, Bethesda. Okay. Again, Bethesda and Potomac are safe.
What was the date again? August what?
13th. On a Saturday. Okay. Hi.
That's the week after my birthday, so we can celebrate.
Hey.
Okay.
I'll come in on Friday if we celebrate.
Right.
How old will you be?
45.
Wow. Hey. Wow. You look like you're in your 20s.
I can't believe that.
45.
OMG.
Oh my God.
Remember those days.
Hey.
Right?
Thank you. So that's the anniversary year.
I gotta put up an emoji.
Right. I get it. I see it.
Well, okay, folks. It's been a real pleasure seeing you. And I see that's a nice emoji.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute.
I'm on my Android phone now. That computer wasn't working right.
Well, you need a good computer.
That was my job's computer.
Oh, that old raggedy stuff. No wonder.
I'm gonna invest in the computer one of these days.
Computers.
The jobs don't give you the best computers.
I'm going to invest in a computer one of these days, but right now I love the phone.
I just bought a new one a couple of days ago, and boy, I love it.
Yeah.
Windows 11 on it, and touch tone. You touch the thing to turn it on.
What's the brand name of the computer? What's the
HP?
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
automatic.
Ah,
It's
I
very
love
nice.
the HP.
and I,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
told that I
using my
should order
HP
some
tonight.
from HP.
Very
I
nice.
just bought a Mac last week.
Yeah, it's very
Oh.
nice. So
Did you order directly from the HP?
no, for Costco. Costco had one that it was $300
okay.
off.
How much?
$300 off through the 10th, and that's what I bought.
Okay, nice.
Because I'm a
Did you
firm
get
believer.
that?
I don't want stuff. I can't stand slow computers, and
Mhm.
after a while, I need to get rid of them because I'm afraid they might crash and I lose a lot of stuff. But I back up my files anyway. But
Did you have
still,
to buy the program for the Microsoft Office program? Did you have to buy that, or it came installed?
I already have a subscription to Microsoft 365.
Oh, okay, very good, very
Yeah,
good.
that handles 5 computers.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah.
They don't cost that much if you buy it.
No.
Buy them out. I
No.
buy them when I bought mine and updated mine a
Right.
few months ago.
But yeah, it came with a free subscription for X number of days or months or something like that.
Should have been a year.
Oh, for a year, Mike.
It should be a year.
Wow,
First
that's a
year,
long
I
time.
think they give you the first year, then they
Okay.
start hitting you.
That's a
for the
lot. That's a lot of
subscription.
time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They want you to really like it, so you'll buy it.
Well,
And tell all your family and friends about it.
yeah. I mean, that's all I've known for the last 20 plus years. I started using computers around 1984, 85 time frame, and I've been
Okay.
using them ever since then. I used to have the dual floppy. Y'all don't know about that, but anyway, the dual floppy.
Oh, I know
I
about them.
remember that.
Corliss sitting there saying, "What? What are they
Yeah, I
talking
know about them floppies.
What are they talking about?" She said she get off the call and talk to her friends, and them old people, they talking about dual floppies. And we ain't talking about no lady. We talking about a computer, not dual lady with dual floppies.
I just caught that.
I've been watching too much TikTok.
They believe that.
Get me.
I've been watching my little 8-year-old grandson.
That went over my head for a minute, man.
My 8-year-old grandson, he showed me how to save videos on TikTok. So now,
Oh man.
I'm gonna be in trouble. I can see that there.
So,
All right, folks. I guess we're ready to sign off.
yeah.
Y'all have a great weekend and have a wonderful month. And we look forward to seeing you around Mother's Day of next month, around May 13th, I believe it is. And yeah, May 13th. I guess the 15th is probably Mother's Day. And for those of you who still have your mother, boy, you're so blessed. You're
You're blessed.
You're so blessed.
Yep.
I remember as a little kid, you wore, when you went to church on Mother's Day, if your mother was still living, you wore a red rose.
That's right.
Now you wear the white rose.
Yeah, y'all remember that?
Yeah, I wear white rose every Mother's Day that I go to church.
Yeah.
I pick up a white rose.
Wow, look at Preston. He's asleep. Look at him.
Yeah,
I'm not
he sleep.
I am not asleep.
Okay.
I got a lazy eye.
I got a picture. I got a picture. Nah, I don't have a picture. We have pictures that Greg took of you at one of our family reunions. You were sitting there.
He's knocked out.
Oh, hey, listen, I didn't go to sleep.
You were
I
asleep.
could have went to sleep just now, but I didn't.
Just think what he did.
I heard Jimmy say I was asleep, and I wasn't.
That looks like a comfortable chair. I tell you that.
Oh, it is.
Give me that
And
chair.
it lays down and everything.
Wow.
I
And
need one of those.
And when I get too old to get up, it'll pick me up.
Wow.
Oh, man, you got one of them old folks chairs.
See, Preston,
I didn't buy it until I was old, Gregory.
that's what I was getting ready to say. He you know them. Never mind.
Gotta graduate.
You got more stuff.
And thank God I graduated.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay. Okay. Folks, I guess we'll sign off.
All righty.
And thank you again so much It's so wonderful to see. I always look forward to seeing you all. And again, if one of you all, if you know some family member who wants to conduct this thing in whatever format they want, I mean, whatever agenda they want to present that night, Angela, if you want to host it with whatever ideas you have, that's fine. Herb, Doree, any of you all, Corliss,
Okay.
Linda, Melanie, Patrice, Preston.
Preston, don't do that.
If you can stay awake, that'd be fine. You can do it too.
Oh, I'm gonna hurt you, Jim.
You know, you come on here and
Hey, Jim,
everybody. Yes, sir.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna dump your bottle.
Oh.
Keep messing with me here.
Those fighting words. Them's fighting words.
You ain't lying. Don't mess
Got
with the
that
man's
right.
bottle.
You got that right. All right, folks. We'll see you next
Alrighty.
month.
All right,
All
sorry,
right.
I
Good night,
apologize for
everybody.
my
Good night,
technical
everyone.
difficulties.
Take
Okay,
care.
good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Hey, bye-bye.
Love y'all.
Love you
Love
too.
you.
Love you too. Love you too.